Oh my God, power. I give it to him. The glory. I give it to him. Forever. I give it to him. And ever. I give it to him. The power. I give it to him. The glory. I give it to him. Forever. I give it to him. And ever. I give it to him.
Hey everybody, welcome. This is the Bold and the Beautiful. We are here right now. We're getting ready to start our broadcast, and I'm Curtis Austin, and we are now on the When Christians Speak Talk Radio. We air every second Saturday of the month at 10 a.m. Won't you just tune in and welcome to When Christians Talk Radio, Bold and the Beautiful.
If it wasn't for God, I'd be weak. I wouldn't wake up from my sleep. I wouldn't have nothing to eat. I wouldn't be so unique. If it wasn't for God, I would lose it. I wouldn't live under a roof. I wouldn't be up in this booth. I wouldn't know He is the truth. If it wasn't for God, I would have been bold. The enemy would have taken my soul. But now I rise up and I surprise them like the day that He rose. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be up in these foreign cars on the way to my shows. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have nada. I wouldn't been close. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have clothes. No shoes to cover my toes. No hat to cover my head. If it wasn't for God, I would have been. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be counted out. My family down and out. I'm blessed so without a doubt. Gotta make sure I shout it out. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Bold and Beautiful is a talk show designed to bring the Word of God to youth and young adults around the world and embolden them to live out loud for Jesus. Our vision is to see young people of the world rising up to take their rightful place as leaders and world changers.
I'm a young girl spitting that gospel. Last time I talked to God, He said, I got you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And they try to act like they never knew you, but the devil can't do nothing to you. He's the power. I give it to Him. The glory. I give it to Him. Forever. I give it to Him. And ever. I give it to Him. The power. I give it to Him. The glory. I give it to Him. Forever. I give it to Him. And ever. I give it to Him. The power. I give it to Him. The glory. I give it to Him. Forever. I give it to Him. And ever. I give it to Him.
Good morning, family. You are tuning in to Bold and Beautiful When Christians Speak Talk Radio. Hey, everybody. Of course, this is Minister Jordana, and I have with me my wonderful, awesome, and amazing co-host, Reverend Novena. Say hey.
Hey.
And Reverend Curtis. Say what's up.
What's up? What's up?
And we have a host of guests with us. This morning we have Corey, Shamar, Jeremiah, and Kevin. Did I get that right?
You got it right.
Okay. So we are excited about our guest today. I met Corey, I don't know, it seems like longer than it is. I feel like I've known him my whole life, but maybe it's just probably over a year at this point. We came in contact with each other through both of the work that we do, and we found that we have common passions, common goals, the things that we want to see happen in our communities, in the lives of the people that we serve and work with. So we are just excited to have him on the show this morning. So Corey is the founder of the Hope Foundation, and if you got to read a little bit about the blurb that I put about what's happening on the show today, he has coined what I think is an awesome term. He's called a restored citizen. So other folks may call him something else, but he calls himself a restored citizen. So, Corey, if you would just give us a little bit of your backstory and kind of where you got to where you are today.
Hello, everybody. My name is Corey, and just a little bit, I picked the wrong side of the fence, I call it, and just went out there growing up as a child, heavy influence by the environment and the people that I was around. I adapted to the lifestyle, which created a whole lot of consequences, which led me to incarceration, drug abuse, homeless, the whole nine. Kind of went through the process and, got myself together, said enough was enough. I said enough was enough, and then I had to, do what was right. That was through incarceration. I've been a few times, and it's just the last time in 2005, I said, I was through. So prayed, asked God help. My help came through other people doing other things, and they nurtured me and helped me restore myself to redemption. And now I'm here.
That's excellent.
I'm here.
Now you are a messenger, and you're reaching forward to the next generation and sowing into the lives of course, not only these children who are with you on the show today, but so many others. So, if you want to tell us a little bit about the Hope Foundation and what your organization does with the youth that you serve.
Yeah, the Hope Foundation is a justice-involved organization which we help to mentor. It's a mentoring program, so I changed it to a mentoring program, which mentors men, women, and children that's incarcerated pre- and post-release. So we help and guide them, have a conversation, and then after they're released, we help them with resources, mentoring. We help them navigate through, getting back on track to help them out. And so, I work in the Department of Corrections. I've been working there for 10 years now, and just working with individuals. And it's been a blessing to actually see where I come from and actually been the same place they've been, and be able to, share some insight, my life story. They can adapt to where I'm coming from, the conversations that we have, the dialogue about, returning back to the community, being responsible, helping helping families, your communities, and especially helping the kids out in the community.
That's awesome. So I'm going to jump right in and I guess ask a question of one of these wonderful youth that we have on the phone. Now, I am not too familiar with all of you all, so Shamar, I'm going to start with you. How old are you, sir?
14.
Okay. Speak up a little bit louder. I can't hear you.
I am 14 years old.
Okay. And how long have you been connected with Kory?
I've been connected with Kory probably since 2014.
Nice. So if you could give us a little background about yourself. So let's start off with where you were when you first hooked up with Kory, where you were, were you doing well in school? What did it kind of look like? What did your life look like when you first started interacting with Kory?
Oh, my bad. I'd like to start by saying hello, everybody. My name is Shamar Carrington. I attend Friendship Tech Prep Academy. And where I was with Kory was, I was doing well in school, but I wasn't doing S plus type student. I was more like an average student.
Mm-hmm.
I was like a B/C student. I didn't really apply myself to school that very well, and I always got into it on my teachers, like pretty much some little kid type stuff. But when I started hanging with Kory, and Kory taught me he tapped me to some leadership skills that I never knew I had. And ever since I was with Kory, I've been doing well in school. I got a 3.0 in my last quarter. Plan on getting a 3.0 this quarter. And he pretty much been there for me ever since I first started his program.
That's amazing. I'm sorry, and I'm kind of hogging everything, but my co-host, if you want to ask anybody anything, please just jump right in.
Okay.
Will do.
Do you all have anything for any of the kids yet? Any questions?
No, I'm just listening to them and letting them tell us who they are right now, and probably have some questions after everybody. Truck. I know Jeremiah. I think I showed and my other brother over there that's about to be an engineer too soon. There's a couple of engineers in the truck.
All right, so Jeremiah, we're going to you next. So, give us your rundown, age of school, follow on with, the same question that I asked Shamar, kind of how long have you been with Kory, kind of what did your life look like when you got with Kory, and then what's been happening since then?
Okay. My name is Jeremiah Citron. I go to KCP, or KIPP College Preparatory. I've been with Kory since 2015 or early 2016, and my life wasn't the best before I got to his program. School was definitely a struggle for me. Not because I couldn't do it. It's just like at that time I didn't feel like school deserved my full attention when it did, and ever since then he's been like up and down my neck about about what I'm doing in school and like making sure I'm good. I mean, so now even though they still aren't as good as they could be, I'm passing, and it's like
we're getting better.
Yeah, we're getting better.
All right. And Kevin, let's go to you next. Same question.
How y'all doing? My name's
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
I graduated from Washington Metropolitan, the Howard
Okay.
Girls Campus. I'm 19 years old. I met Corey in 2014. Before I met Corey, though, like my life, it was on track, but it just wasn't on as track as I wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was an honor roll student, but it wasn't that good. Probably like an average, like a 3.0 now, or like a 3.5.
Okay.
When I graduated. Yeah, and things I like about this program, like it really keep kids on track, and they give you honest ways to make money.
Tell me about that. The honest ways to make money.
Like on the weekends, they pick you up. You go cut few grass. It's like it gives you a new trade skills, landscaping.
Nice. And did you know how to do that before you met Corey?
Like not as much as I did, but I used to do it sometimes.
Okay.
Like over my uncle's house.
Excellent.
And now,
that's awesome.
now I'm going into the military.
Okay. Which branch?
The Army.
That's awesome.
I go to basic
That's going to
training
open up so many
on
doors
May.
for you.
I
Say
leave
again?
for basic training May 21st.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
That's exciting. I'm excited for you. That's great. So it is interesting how, of course, for all of your stories, I can hear the improvements that being connected to his organization has made in your lives. Can you tell us a little bit, and you don't have to get into like specific details, down in the weeds about it, but so growing up in your neighborhoods and in your family structures, what kind of things did you experience? Do you feel like in your neighborhoods and in where you grew up in your atmosphere that you were like encouraged, like, make sure you're getting yourself together so that you can go to college, so that you can be these things? Do you think that your environment kind of nurtured those kinds of dreams for you all? Or do you think that that's something that you got outside of like your neighborhood and maybe outside of your home? So who wants to answer that question first? Kevin, is that you?
Yes, this is Kevin.
Okay.
The neighborhood, it influenced me because I've seen like many people die around it. Like I haven't actually seen it, but like I heard of people like dying around it. So like it motivated me to stay on track and do what I had to do. And that's it.
Okay.
I would say like the environment I lived in before I moved to like Southeast DC. I mean, Southeast DC, it wasn't like influential, if you ask me. The reason I say this is because like people was dying left and right. It seemed like it was people just dying for no reason. I didn't feel as though like that would improve me or any type of way. But the environment that I lived in before I moved in Southeast DC, it was alright. It was peaceful. Like I lived in a gated community, so like it was kind of wasn't no much drama. And my family situation is like, all right. So I was with my father when I was a baby. So as I'm growing up, I probably see him like once a year type stuff. Like my father wasn't really around like that. So my mother, my grandmother and my mother both took care of me when I was little. Me and my little brother Quinn Carrington. So like I'll say that if it wasn't for my family, I probably would be where I am. It wasn't for my family, I probably would be where I am today.
That's awesome. Jeremiah?
Yes. Can you repeat the question one more time?
Absolutely. So about your neighborhood and your environment, do you think that environment was kind of did it help you to like think about college and like reaching for the stars and and like really dreaming, or do you think you had to find that outside of your environment?
Yeah, you had to find it outside. Like my whole life, I never lived in like an influential environment. I mean, until I moved around Congress Park, and then I met Corey, and then he started showing me like you're not bound to the neighborhood that you're from. Like, and I didn't really have like a father figure in my life until I was about 7 or 8. Cause I don't remember last time I seen my father before that. Anyway, yeah, you had to venture out so I can find any influences on like colleges or basically a seat in their life.
Okay.
Co-host, do you have any questions for any?
Yeah. My I guess my question is kind of like a swing along the same line as the one we just answered, but more so like for individuals, like each one of you, you know what I'm saying? Basically, we all have to make decisions in our own lives, and we all face things, right? And I hear how all of you have made progress once you've connected to the Hope Foundation. So my question is for you all, is personally, what is your biggest challenge on a day-to-day to keep striving to be where you're trying to go?
Ignoring, this still Jeremiah, but ignoring like distractions, like petty arguments that like really have no benefit in your life. Like basically not wasting your time on stuff that doesn't need your attention.
That's good.
Shimon.
I'll say, I mean, I'm agree with Jeremiah, but I would like to add, I would probably say, like, probably the violence, probably because, like, the violence, it ain't really benefiting you. And, like, that's a challenge, like, I pretty much face almost every day. Just waking up morning thinking, oh, I might get shot today or something like that, just because some people just feel like doing it for no entire reason. Like, I fear that, like, almost every day, but, like, I know if I keep doing what I'm doing, yeah, that'll never happen to me. As long as I just stay in my lane, keep doing what I'm doing, and that's it.
That's what's up.
This Kevin Hawkins. My biggest challenge is procrastinating. Like, I like to wait till the last minute to do something.
Kevin, you speaking my language, sir. I feel you on that. I feel you.
But at the end of the day, I still make sure I get it done, though. Like,
yeah. I hear you, and that makes complete sense. Listen, word to the wise, like that doesn't necessarily end because I'm not going to say how old I am, but I'm an adult, and I still struggle with procrastination myself. So it's a journey. It's a lifelong journey, and you get better at it. But listen, I know exactly what you mean. Novena, do you have any questions for anybody?
I know. I'm just listening, and I'm amazed by these young men and just the conversation we're having. I give props to Corey just for exposing them to new opportunities and helping them to remain focused on things that really matter and helping them to learn how to make good decisions. And just a lot that I've been listening to, it just shows like growth and maturity. So I'd like to thank Corey for just taking the time and investing in our young men because it's so critical, so critical. And I was listening to Kevin, who's about to go into the military. That is so exciting. So what are you looking forward to when you go to basic training? You think you're prepared for basic training?
Yeah.
How so?
I'm hoping that it can help me stop procrastinating.
Yes. Absolutely. Have you been like doing any like working out or like running or any of that?
I run every day. I play basketball.
Okay. I think military running is a little bit different though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different. You could do it.
I don't do like push-ups and sit-ups and stuff though. Heels and boots.
You might want to start that the 2 weeks before you go to basic. Listen, I mean you're going to be introduced to it one way or another anyway, but
okay.
Prepare yourself, sir. Prepare yourself. And if you want any advice about what that looks like, I know someone who is in the Army and has been in for almost 20 years. So if you want me to connect you with him, I totally can, and he can give you some pointers and all that kind of stuff because he's lifelong military. So if you want any pointers, absolutely, sir. But, yeah, you might want to start doing a push-up or two. I'm just saying, jog a mile with maybe like a couple of bricks in your backpack or something. I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah, you get that joy and say, oh, my goodness, this ain't the basketball court.
It's going to be real, sir. It's going to be real. But it's going to be awesome, too. It's going to be awesome.
One other thing that I heard that excited me was the opportunities that the young men are being exposed to. It's just opening their minds and allowing them to see life from a totally different perspective because they see the reality in their neighborhood, and it inspires them to want something different. So whether it's going into the military, whether it's taking up a trade, they're learning and growing, and I think that is wonderful. I liked what Jeremiah was saying when he was talking about, I was doing okay in school, and it wasn't I wasn't making bad grades or anything, and it wasn't because I couldn't do the work. I just didn't feel like it deserved all my time. And sparked in him, and I know just from listening to him, so you could tell he is a thinker, and just measuring the consequences of doing this or not doing that. And I think just being exposed to so many different ways to earn money, to have a better life, have a different type of life. I think that's amazing. So, Jeremiah, what was it that made you choose to put more attention into your studies?
The fact that when I didn't do it the first time, I ended up staying back a grade, and I had to relive all that again. So I just felt like there's no point, like, especially in the higher the grade you're in, like, there's no point in flunking out if you don't have that much left to go.
That's
so
right.
I just cut my losses and just put all my put most of my attention into it.
Absolutely. But you get to be in high school forever. Nobody wants to be in high school.
Yeah, let me give you 2 cents. Can I add 2 cents?
You absolutely put that 2 cents in there.
Let me add 2 cents. So a lot of times he had to stay after school, and I was getting disappointed in him because he had to stay after school. So that means he couldn't come to our program because he had to be in school in the with after hours. Right. So I said, you need to get it together because we need you here. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, thinking about it, I was like, hey, listen, do you want to be back? You know what I'm saying? In the same grade with different people, and the people passing you, looking at you like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted him to take a picture of how that looked.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you keep staying back, then you're gonna be with people that's passing you. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of help him look at the picture of how that looks, so he can change his attitude about school. And then I told all of them, I said, school is like a job. You might not get paid money, but you get a grade, right? And it's the same thing that you do when you go to work. You know what I'm saying? So you develop this behavior and this attitude when you go to school is the same way you go to work. You got to be school on time. You got to be to work on time.
Absolutely.
You got to do your work while you at work. You got to do your work while you at school. It's the same thing. And so these are some of the things that we need to continue to keep teaching our kids so they can become better with behaviors and habits. Right?
Yep, basic life.
Basic life, you know what I'm saying? And so like you said with Kevin, with Kevin in the military, I told him his first week or his first 6 weeks or his first 2 weeks is going to be very, very rough. It's going to be rough because he has to be mentally ready, right, for this thing. He has to be mentally ready for this training that's coming out. We're gonna actually have a going away party for him.
I'm coming. Okay.
Coming up, so we're definitely inviting y'all.
Okay.
We're gonna let him eat fruit. He's not eating the pizza and the chicken.
Oh no.
We're gonna get him a fruit bowl.
The meat.
So we want him to get ready. But I just wanted to put my 2 cents in that. All right, hold on. All right, so
going on there.
Yeah. No, don't. So y'all want to ask any more questions?
I just want to say one last thing, then I'll be quiet again. But you hear the passion in Corey's voice, co-host, when he had to get his 2 cents in, and he remembers that. He remembers that shift and their perspectives are so kind of different, but kind of similar. Jeremiah was like, "Look, I know I can do this, and I'm gonna do it." But Corey's like, "I know you can do it, but just also look at what's happening to your life. Reflect, just reflect and see what's happening. But also, we need you in this program. You know, your presence adds value, just like each of you take time to be on our show adds value because people will listen to this and they'll see themselves. I don't want people passing me by. I know I can do the work. Ooh, I can go to the military. But all of this is basic training for life. You know? I'm done.
And you know what? One of the things that jumped out at me was, Corey, when you said that you had to like paint a picture of what it looked like, and I think that is sometimes what we are lacking in teaching our children, raising our children, interacting with our children, is that we aren't painting a picture for them, because sometimes, you know, where kids are, they can only see what's happening around them. And so they need people who have walked the path, who can see, you know, 10 steps ahead. They can see around the corner to paint a picture of what they're currently doing, what they're currently experiencing, what that might look like, so that we can say, so you have a choice. So this is the behaviors you're going through, whatever is happening, this is what that will lead to. And so let me paint this picture for you so that you can see it, and then you can make an informed choice about, is this the life you want to live if you know it's going to end up here? Because I feel like sometimes our children are walking around making decisions, and they can't consciously conceptualize where that's going to lead them. Do you know what I mean? They're just doing things, and then they end up in places, and they're like, how did I get here? But part of it is because we didn't tell them that they would end up there for doing the stuff that they're doing. And so I thought that was excellent how you said that we need to really just paint a picture for our children so that they are clear about, you know, first of all, where they can go. Like, sky's the limits, really. And that, you know, if you want that kind of life, this is what you need to put in to get there. So on that note, all of you young men on the phone, sky's the limit. So if you could be anything, go anywhere, be anybody, what would your dream life, career, job, passion, what would that look like? Who would you be? What would you do? Where would you go? Oh, yeah, that's going to be deep. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds.
Want to answer that first? Or you answer that first?
This is Jeremiah.
Hey?
Yeah. I just really like want to do any type of science, for real. Like, yeah, like astronomy or you know, chemistry, basically. Like, or I can do like some mechanical things, work on cars, or be a race car driver.
Oh, hello.
Sky is the limit.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Kevin on the mic.
What's that?
If I could pick anywhere I want to go and what I want to be, like, I'd pick to be a Los Angeles Lakers.
Wow. Is that okay?
Or a Washington Redskins.
Okay, so a basketball or football player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I could play for the Washington Nationals.
Baseball. You like baseball?
But if I couldn't do sports, then military was gonna be my first option.
Okay.
That'll prepare you, that's for sure.
I like to fight for my country.
All right. You done, Kevin? All right, this is Shamar, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I'll say my dream is to be a professional. I want to be an entrepreneur, but like, because I've been taking entrepreneur classes. I take entrepreneur classes, so like, in my school, we take build. We'll be doing builds, like we make up our own businesses. Like, it's not real, it's not fake either. It's actually real, 100%. So we be businesses. We make a team name for our groups, and like we make a product, and just just recently I was in the investor pitch, and like the judges, they liked my product. My product was a water resistant sock, you know.
Water resistant
like,
sock.
A water resistant sock, like actually a sock that keeps your feet like dry completely.
Yeah.
And like it won't smell or nothing. Like it'll keep the bacteria, like, you know. So that was my idea. All the judges loved it. They was like,
yes.
It might be hard, but like I know you can achieve it. And like when I heard that, I'm not gonna lie, I cried a little bit, shed a tear, cause like I had people that told me that before, but like the look on the judge's face when he said that, like he knew I got this. So that, but like if that doesn't work, I'll probably be like my father. Even though like me and my father, we're like twins. I know like he's not in my life like that, but like me and my twins. If you look at me and him, you will literally think we're brothers. I'm not even lying. But he bald though. But, yeah. So like me and him twins, and like we both share the same interests. We both want to be like computer scientists. We try to hack game systems. Like that's how dedicated we are to like we're like nerds. So
that's
so,
cool.
like we're like nerds.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
like,
cool.
I don't think nothing wrong being a nerd. I really honestly think I think being a nerd is actually cool because like you know a lot more and like
that's right.
And and like this interest that you share is like it can benefit the community.
Mhm.
So like I like this, you know, like say that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was, man. We had this conversation. I'm listening to y'all, right? And it's a blessing, and it's really like inspiring, especially, man, to hear, because people, for those that's listening to the show right now, and those that will listen to the show, these kids are right in the heart of Southeast, and if it's any part of our city that's still DC from the old days, is Southeast still. You know, everything hasn't changed like it did in other areas. So it's, you know, their reality on a daily basis really, you know, like the young man was saying, that yeah, you can walk out your door and might get shot, you know, just for no reason, because how neighborhoods rival in this area, right? But the thing is that with the news and what other people paint is that our youth are monsters, and they really not. So everybody's getting an opportunity to hear really how our youth really think. But to all of y'all in the truck right now, you know what I'm saying? Everybody right now in the studio, everybody that's on the mic, you know, I know Kev on the mic, but this is my question. And this is my question, right? People think that you all don't, you know, they don't want to hear what we guys say. They don't want to listen, and they this and that. You know, tell people right now, you know, like for Kory, how did you all let down any walls that you might have had in your life? How did you begin to build that trust for Kory, or what made you give Kory the opportunity to speak into your lives, to basically be who he is right now in your life right now? So how did that even come about? You know, what made y'all say that this is somebody that I can listen to? You know, why don't you give us some insight on that?
All right, I would like to start off. It's Shamar, you know, aka Shamos. So, all right. So, the thing that made me trust Kory was like me.
Pick up a little bit more, Shamar.
Oh, my bad. The thing that made me trust Kory is like me personally, when I heard his backstory, like he was like he been in incarceration, like, and like he been in jail. I already know like some stuff about jail, and like I already know it's pretty much like slavery. So like when I heard that from him, it made me like intrigued to know more about him and like actually take his insight about everything, because he been through it. And I really grew to bond with Kory. Like he's like my father. Like I'm not even trying to lie right now. So like when I heard that about him, it kind of like built the trust up a little more, because at first when I saw Kory, I was like, oh, this is just another man with hats. So like, this is another man with hats. After hearing his story and like what he's been through and like how he got to where he is now, it kind of like it just made me more interested to know more about him and actually trust him and actually grow a bond with him. And ever since then, I've been doing very well at what I've been doing.
What's up?
Okay, Kevin back on the mic. This is how I first began to trust Kory. I was in a different program, and then like in order for us to get pay our money, we partnered up with Kory. So then like when I first came, we had we was learning about like conflict resolution, and I was like, oh yeah, this is another skill I can have in my life to just walk away if I want to keep living. So then, like, I just started going every day. Then once that program ended, I stayed with Corey. And I've been going for like 3 years, going on 4 now.
It's amazing.
Anybody else?
Yeah, this is Jeremiah. Yeah. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I didn't even know Corey was a person until my sister told me about him. I was like, I should probably come to the program, but at that time, I guess I was too young. But then I started going to his program, and like we had a lot of heart-to-heart moments. And then he just made me like the stuff that he said and the stuff that he used to do for like me and us. He made it feel like it was family. So I started to trust him.
That's what's up. So basically, what I'm hearing is somebody else about to say something. Go ahead.
No, that was me.
Okay, so basically what I'm hearing is that number one, you know, when y'all heard about his experiences, you know what I'm saying, it was something that piqued y'all attention, but at the same time what held y'all is that he invested time and showed y'all that he really cared, and that's what built that trust. Am I hearing right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is what I want to ask you now then. So for our listeners that want to reach out, want to start helping people, want to help the youth, and even for other people that want to be inspired, you know, to do good too, like y'all doing good, what would you say that would be the best approach to helping our inner city youth? What would be their best approach?
I would say this Kevin on the mic. I would say stay motivated and find a mentor like Corey.
Okay, cool. Anybody else?
Yeah. Jeremiah. I would just say I don't do a lot of motivational speaking now, but if you want it, you just don't have to do it. If people tell you that you can't, you gotta just drop the people that got you.
Come on.
Facts. Shamos is back on the mic. Or I would like to say, if you want to be like us and like the stuff that we in now, I would say if you want it that bad, then go get it. Don't just sit there and let it come to you, because for one, it's not going to come to you because you actually got to put some work in. So if you want it that bad, just go get it. And you feel like you need it, it ain't even like need at this point. It's like if you want it. Because the reason I say want it is because if you want it that bad, you want to get how we are right now. Because I'm not gonna lie, this program will help you with a lot of things, not just school related, but also outside of community stuff. So and plus you get an opportunity to make money. But if you don't want it, then we can't force you to do anything. It's you gotta want it for yourself.
Man, that is so true. That is so true. And I just love the confidence and the strength that I hear from these young men. And I like what you said, Reverend Curtis, about how people try to, in their own mind, how they don't want to hear what the young black men have to say, or young people in general, what they have to say. But we better listen. We better listen to them. Another thing that I heard was investment. We've been talking about investment, and investment involves time, involves money, involves patience. It involves being transparent with our young people and building trust in these relationships. But one thing I want to go back to is investment. And I believe I had a conversation that just piqued something in my mind. How can we help you? Because we can't all participate in after-school programs. We can't always make it to the city, but there are ways that we can help Corey and the Hope Foundation. Corey, can you tell us how we can help? Because I think it was a PayPal or some way we can donate money.
So we have a website. You can go to www.just2campaign.org or the number 2. It's the number 2. www.just2campaign.org. Or we do have we actually have the Cash App. We have a Cash App as well. We have a Just Campaign Cash App. And so you actually should go on there, all we ask people is for $2. We don't really, if whatever you can give is fine. We just take it and we just work it. These kids, we've been thriving off of passion. I've been blessed to be able to be the entrepreneur that I am, and do things that I need to do to make this program run. Actually, I teach them entrepreneurship. I teach them business etiquette. I teach them communication. I show them how to grind and hustle. I say because it's a lot of hustlers around us, right? There's a lot of hustlers around the community, which they see every day. And I was telling them the only difference between me and that hustler is that I've changed my product. And
That's
so
right.
yeah, I have a community. I have a community cafe, which we do catering. We do food. We have the Hope Enterprise Landscaping Company, which they work the landscaping businesses on weekends. And we also just started the Top Tees Company as well, which I'm ready to put into the program, and I'm going to teach them how to do heat press and T-shirts. I want to teach them to be able to learn skills and etiquette to be able to develop these certain things that they need to do in order to be, not only to be self-sufficient, but also to thrive, just to thrive and to be healthy, have healthy relationships, and do a lot of good things in life. So I told them, even though I started off bad, they don't have to do the things that I've done. And I've always paint the picture of how it looks when you go that route. I like to paint a picture so they can actually, there's a seed that's always planted. And then when they always be confronted with that influence, they being confronted with that situation, they always have the seed, like that that we always talk about. They always have that seed that they can go back to, and they can say, nah, I'm good. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? And they can run back to me and tell me that situation or whatever that they've been through. And I mean,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, these are some of the encounters that we've come through, in the program, because a couple of the guys, they actually, encountered some trouble. One of them, one of my kids, they, was on the box when they first came to the program. They wasn't going to school. Now he's on the honor roll. You know what I'm saying? He's getting, things, getting letters from colleges. He's going on college tours, and these are some things that he never looked at because he never seen this. He's never seen that in his life. And so, again, these are the things that we've been able to teach our kids. And so we like, hey, if you want to help, you don't even have to donate money all the time. You can just donate your time, right? You can come in and do a presentation. You can come in and donate things. We take all types of donations. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Because everybody, usually say, oh, we need money. We know we need time from people. And it's just 1 hour a day, just 1 hour. Just 1 hour do a big thing in a kid's life. It's nurturing, it's caring, it's consistency, it's commitment. I could go on and on and on what that 1 hour would do for kids. You know what I'm saying? And it would definitely keep kids out of trouble.
That's right.
Yeah. So.
I know when I think back to people who were influential in my life, it was those after-school programs and taught me leadership skills, and those are skills that other people noticed. What I didn't notice. But now when I reflect, I'm in a different place now, I can reflect on how great of an impact that made in my life. So you named several businesses. You said Hope Enterprise.
Community Cafe Express.
What was that? What was that one about the Cafe
Express?
Cafe Express. That's the one.
Yeah.
I'm interested in both of those. The Hope Enterprise landscaping. Do you just do landscaping in the city, or do you have
we all over the place. We all over the place. We in Maryland, D.C., Virginia. We all over the place.
That's good to know.
Worldwide. Yeah, we going. You got the grass, we gonna cut it.
Because I have a need.
Yeah, okay. Huh?
And you said something before about
another connection. Like when we get offline, listen, some folks need some grass cut.
Some trees and something about, you said about deck work. You did some deck work.
We doing deck work. Because my profession is plumbing. I've been a plumber for 26 years, but I took on I picked up more knowledge, more experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the knowledge of learning the whole trade of remodeling homes. So I do tile work, I do kitchens, bathrooms, I do decks, I do remodeling, I do refurbishing. Like I took on the opportunity. See, I just don't go in and try to do one thing. See, I'm always never been one to put all my eggs in one basket, and that's what I teach these kids to either have a residual income, right, or have many baskets.
That's very
have many baskets. Yeah, definitely.
That's smart.
Speaking about having many baskets, please share with us about the documentary that's coming up.
Ooh.
Oh, so yeah, the documentary that we're putting together is called Just Like Me. It's a Corey Knight documentary, the Corey Knight story. But I'm not making the whole story. It's just called Just Like Me because of the trials and the tribulations and the everyday life challenges that I went through. It's the same thing my community goes through, and so that's why I call it Just Like Me. It's just it's an overall story about challenges, triumph, just moving forward and showing the world that Ward 8 Southeast is just not a bad city. We have a lot of thriving, smart, intelligent leaders in our community that you don't ever see. These are the unsung heroes that people don't see every day. And so I want to be able to paint a picture. Again, I like painting pictures. I think I'm going to become a Picasso one day. But I like painting pictures because I want the world to be able to see that, we are not just young mental monsters. We are creators. God has taught us how to create. We just have to get things out the way so we can be the best that we can ever. Because there's a lot of things that's been put in the path of these kids to be unsuccessful, and so we have to help them navigate. We have to be peer navigators with our young adults and help them navigate through these challenges that's going on today. Like it's been things, and I'm ready. I got a poem that's been written by a young child about Black history. And the crazy part about it, I'm painting the picture. He said, that's not our Black history, but this is something that y'all want us to learn. But let me tell you a little bit more about our Black history in this poem. And so I got the poem that I got it for all of my kids, that it talks about different inventors, different people that you never talked about in Black history. And so I like to push the envelope a lot. And I like to stretch their mind. I like to have them to take their imaginations and their creativity and just take it far beyond what they can do. The ability, how they see it, just know that you can go further than you ever been before. And I know this from personal experience, because if you was to ask me, would I be running a program for youth today? If back then, no, I would not be. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
If you were to ask me would I would see myself being an entrepreneur, if you were to ask me, would you see me being a full-time employee in the Department of Corrections, the same place I've been 26 times? Yeah, I gave y'all a number, 26 times. I didn't see all of this. I never seen all of this. But I'm glad somebody painted a different picture so me to see things, right, far beyond my means that I had to reach for. And I want to teach these kids how to reach for the stars, right? And take the roof, right, off your ceiling. I call it take your roof off your ceiling, because you can go higher.
That's right.
I hope
that's good stuff. That's real good stuff.
I appreciate y'all coming in and helping me with this documentary too. I want to put that out there as well.
Wait, you're breaking up. I couldn't hear that. Say it again.
I said I appreciate y'all coming in and helping us with the documentary. We really appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's no problem.
We over here trying to change the world one person at a time. That's what we do. World changers.
That's it.
World changers. So we have about 10 minutes left. So again, if you want to connect with Corey Knight, you can actually probably just Google Corey Knight. You can Google the Hope Foundation, and you can go to his website, that's JUST, the number 2 campaign.org. And so you can look up the different ways that you can connect with him. He's also, of course, on Facebook and on Instagram. And we're not even going to talk about how good a chef he is. We're not even going to go there. But that's a whole other thing.
Come on now, I want to go there.
Don't get me preaching on how good he can cook now. Don't get me preaching on that. But I have one question I'm going to ask right now for Shamar, Jeremiah, and Kevin. If you could give advice to your peers, so guys in your neighborhood, young girls in your neighborhood who are like you, who are struggling and who maybe can't see a way out or aren't sure what to do or where to go, like what kind of advice, what would you say to them?
Me personally, I was going to say it. Okay. Jeremiah Centron. Me personally, I would just tell them, like, stop trying to impress people that don't want anything for them. Like, basically, they need to just, like, pick their own path instead of trying to follow behind others, and then, like, you know, they end up getting the wrong end of it. Yeah, or they could just come to the program.
Plug.
Come to the program.
Go ahead, Shamar.
This is Shamar Carrington, a.k.a. Shamosas on the mic. I would probably be like, if you want better for yourself.
Wait, Shamar, you're breaking up. Start again.
I was about to say, if you want better for yourself, just come to the good side. You don't gotta come. You don't gotta be with the bad side. Just come to the good side. Come to the rural office, Congress Park. And if you want better for yourself, I advise you take our mentor's advice and keep going to this program, because this program can actually benefit you. Fact.
In fact. Wait, Shamar, quick question. Have you ever thought about being an actor?
Yes, actually. I had that passion, Yeah, I'm not trying to get a little bit to all that, but I want to be a comedian and an actor,
Okay. Listen, so I'm all about feeding passion. So we'll talk, because I actually know a girl who has a talent agency for young folks. So if you're serious about it, I'm just saying. I know people.
If you ain't know, my co-host is the plug.
Listen,
she is the plug. I'm telling you.
The catalyst.
I am all about helping people connect to their passions, because one thing that I think is super important, not just it's beautiful and brilliant to find ways to, to support yourself and to be self-sustaining, but I think it's also important to feed your passions. Like, what makes you want to get up in the morning? What makes you excited to do, or, you want to be excited to be around a group of people or excited doing a certain thing. So I'm big on that. Like, I really love makeup, so I do makeup for people, and I love hair. So those are things that I do that are not connected in any way to my job that I get a paycheck for, but I do it sometimes for free, sometimes I get paid doing it, whatever, but just things that you love to do. So I'm all about it. So we could talk about that, because I felt that. The way you presented yourself, I was like, I feel like he should be on the stage somewhere. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
One
Kevin?
thing for what we call. I'm sorry.
No, wait. Kevin, you have to answer the question about the advice.
Okay, Kevin, back on the mic.
Back on the mic.
I would say be yourself. It's okay to find out and make a difference.
Good. Good stuff.
Come to the program.
Come to the program.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, quick question. So, Corey, what if they do not live in Southeast? Like, what if there's a kid from Northeast?
I take kids from all over the world. I don't care where they at. If they need help, they can come to me. They can email me. They can call me 202-437-3360.
Okay, say that again, a little bit slower.
All right, 202-437-3360. They can give me a call. If kids need help, they can come and just check the program out for yourself. Come and see how much fun we're having. We just having fun. We building relationships. I help them to have a healthy relationship, be able to communicate, be able to not, have to stuff and hold all of them feelings in. You know what I'm saying? Just teaching them, have to have manners, morals and principles. Stuff that that is foreign, to our community. This the respect for the elders. Just different things that they need to learn. And so these are the things that they can come and just have fun. Just come in for a day and have fun, and I bet you'll come back. I bet you any amount of money they come back. So all they got to do is just give it a chance. They can come on back.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Before we shut down, one thing that I wanted to say, this off the show, but we had a past guest named Win Lee, and I'd just like to say happy birthday to Win Lee. His birthday today. Happy birthday, Win. Yeah, shout out to Win. Yeah. Yeah. But I just really enjoyed everything that I heard today, and I'm hoping that our listeners realize too that when you see a young man walking down the street that is not a mental monster. This is really a genius, in disguise that you might not even know yet. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Our
right.
next president.
That's right.
In fact, some people look at James Brown, the newscaster, the sportscaster, and don't know where he came from. But he came from our city. Not just did he come from our city, but at the same time, he went to Ivy League schools. He and not just that, he's also a co-founder of the Nationals baseball team. You know what I'm saying? One of the founders. So basically, they say in the scriptures, can any good thing come out of Nazareth? And I'm going to say, can any good thing come out of Southeast or D.C.? Of course it is, and you witness it today right here on The Bold and the Beautiful in Jesus' name.
I see you. Okay,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Amen.
I'm a witness.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, so as we wrap up, again, we want to thank Corey Knight, the Hope Foundation, Shamar, Jeremiah, Kevin. You guys were super awesome. Look forward to staying connected with you all and helping you all to be all that you're supposed to be. Because, listen, first of all, I just want to be like, yeah, I know a guy, he created the cure for cancer, like he's a chemist or he's an astronomer, and I know a guy who is a colonel in the military. It's nothing. Or I know this actor who he just got an Oscar, whatever it is. So I am excited about all that is going to happen in your lives. It's been super fun having you on the show. So, again, if you want to connect to Corey Knight and the Hope Foundation, reach out to him. You can, again, Google just Corey Knight, Google the Hope Foundation in D.C. You can share your time, energy, your $2 or more. You can I figure, at least pay enough to get a Happy Meal or something, I'm saying. Corey's just asking for $2, but I'm saying. So you can connect just to, and that's JUST2campaign.org, or check out thehopefoundation.org. And we are just so excited that you all were on this show. We're going to probably have some roundups later on. So stay tuned for that. Of course, you can connect to The Bold and the Beautiful on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Bold, B-O-L-D, the letter N, Beautiful, B-U-T-I-F-U-L-W-C-S, and that's, again, on all of your social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So we had an awesome time with you all today. Corey, we got like 2 minutes. Any final thoughts, words? You want to give out your cell phone number again for anyone who's looking to connect? Oh, so also, I know I'm speaking really fast because I don't want to miss anything. So if you need a chef, if you need someone to cut your grass, fix your deck, tile your kitchen, fix up your bathroom. Like, listen, they're doing everything around here. So if you need them to do anything, again, Corey, give them your number again.
Hope Enterprise. You can go to Hope Enterprise LLC.
Speak up a little bit louder.
Hope Enterprise LLC, 202-437-3360. You can go to Community Cafe Express, 202-437-3360. Or you can go to Top Tees LLC T-shirt apparel company at 202-437-3360. All of them got the same number.
Awesome and amazing. So you guys are great. We got like 30 seconds left. So I'm going to just end with a quick word of prayer. God, I just thank you for this day. I thank you for these young people They were awesome. I thank you that there is a special calling and anointing for all of these young men's lives. I thank you that there are angels on assignment for these young men, that they will not face any hurt, harm, or danger, and that you will bless and protect them as they go on their separate journeys, Lord God. I thank you that you continue to bless the works of the hands of Corey Knight and the Hope Foundation and everyone he's connected to, God. And I thank you that you will continue to open up doors of opportunity, Lord God, and that you would give him favor in this day. And we bless you and we thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Man, we on our way to Buck Boy and Ford. We on our way to Buck Boy and Ford. Sweet potato pancake.
Say what? All right, fellas, y'all be good, man.
All right, y'all take care.
All right, we're ending the show. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Y'all at the going away party.
Yes.